Good morning. It's Tuesday, July the 23rd, 2013. This is Agoracom Small Cap TV, News TV. Sorry about that. Today on the show, the focus of the show is to try and find you, our audience, news from the mining sector, small cap sector, of companies that have news, and try to shine some light on that and hopefully help you find companies to do your research on and maybe find some winners in those companies as well. On today's show, I've got 4 companies to talk about, so we've got a lot to talk about. I'm Alan Barry Labucan. I'm the Chief Market Commentator for Agoracom, and as I said, we've got 4 news releases to talk about today, so let's get right to it. The first company that I'm going to talk about is Monument Mining Limited. They had news out today that Monument reports fourth quarter gold production of 12,919 ounces. They provided their fourth quarter operating results for the 3 months ended June the 30th, 2013. Full financial and operating results for the quarter will be released by the end of September 2013. They went on to talk about the fourth quarter, 12,919 ounces, which is an increase of 25% compared with 10,000 ounces of gold production from the same period of fiscal 2012. So that's quite a significant jump up there, about 25%. Gold production for fiscal 2013 was 52,000 ounces of gold, an increase of 19% compared with 45,000 ounces of gold produced during fiscal 2012. So that they've had a pretty good increase. This is a gold producer in Malaysia. Malaysia is not exactly one of the countries that I follow really closely, but they've been producing there for a couple of years now. I'm going to do a little bit more work and see how how things progress for them in Malaysia. Their stock symbol is MMY. The next company that I'm going to talk about is North American Palladium. The headline from their news release is North American Palladium announces closing of second $10 million tranche of private placement of flow-through shares. It looks like they've got a couple of tranches that they've done so far of $10 million each, which gives them a gross proceeds to the company of approximately $20 million. So now, I think, first of all, why this is important is it's a good chunk of money to do exploration work with. These days, the mining sector, it's not that easy to find, to raise money in the sector. So being able to raise $20 million for exploration, I think, is a pretty good indication of the potential of their project. And I'm going to be doing some more homework on this company. Obviously, they've got lots of money for exploration, and I'm a big fan of platinum and palladium projects. Finding good ones is not easy, and so obviously being able right here in Canada, I'm going to do more homework on that one, and I think you should as well. The third company that I have to talk about today is Stornoway. Stornoway Diamond Corporation is one of the banner sponsors on my website at alanberryreports.com. If you want to do some homework on that company and you're visiting my website, you just click on their banner on my website. It takes you directly to their website where you can find plenty of information and do your homework on that company. What they announced today is Stornoway announced updated Reynard mineral resource estimate. They mentioned that this is a mineral resource that was estimate done by Geostrat Consulting Services on Stornoway's 100% owned flagship diamond development project located in north central Quebec. The the update follows the successful completion of the Reynard 65 bulk sample earlier in the year and incorporates refinements to the geological models and diamond content estimate of certain other kimberlites made since January of 2011. Some of the highlights from the news is that a total indicated mineral resource of 27.1 million carats, which represents an increase of 14% over the previous estimate. They converted 2.3 million carats of near-surface Reynard 65 inferred mineral resources to the indicated mineral resources. They mentioned that a total inferred mineral resource of 16.9 million carats, a 3.5 decrease compared with previous estimate, as increased estimates of inferred mineral resources at Reynard 2, 4, and 9 partially offset the conversion of material from inferred to indicated categories. So that's moving it up in the confidence level of the resource calculations. They also have quite a good target there that they talk about in the news release, where they have the potential to add a lot more carats with additional work. There was a good quote in here from Matt Manson. It was quite lengthy, and it talks about some of the key aspects of the work that they've really recently done, which will give them an ability to increase their production when they get this project into production. What I liked was the end of the quote. He said, and I quote, "Both of these resource additions offer near-term production gains for the project." So, you know, you've got that increased number there, and I think that's very good and encouraging news for Stornoway. Stornoway's stock symbol is SWY. They've been very busy over the last couple of years moving their diamond project in Quebec towards production, and that's a good one to do some homework on. The final company that I have to talk about today is Pilot Gold. Pilot Gold drills, their headline is drills 45.2 meters of 15.3 grams per ton gold at TV Tower. They mentioned in the news release that their Pilot Gold's recent drilling is focused on the northwestern portion of the 400 meter by 300 meter gold zone at the KCD target. TV Tower has returned, as they mentioned in the highlight there, 15.3 grams over 42 meters. Some of the other highlights from the drilling is 2.6 grams per ton gold over 56.5 meters. Included in there was 4.7 grams per ton gold over 23 meters. Another hole had 6.3 grams per ton gold over 9 meters in KCD 144, including 29 grams over 1.5 meters. They go on, there was a quote from Dr. Moira Smith, who's the chief geologist for Pilot Gold. She mentioned that, and I quote, "The current phase of drilling focused on areas to the north and west of the original discovery confirms the presence of high-grade gold mineralization extending into sparsely drilled areas predicted to host gold based on our geological model. These exceptional drill results will allow us to model high-grade gold in the upcoming resource estimate with greater confidence." End quote. Then they had some more information in there. This project is in Turkey, so you know that's one country that I've not had a lot of experience in. But why I keep an eye on Pilot Gold is this is the same team that ran Frontier Gold, and Frontier Gold was ultimately a takeover target in Nevada. They had taken over a company that I had featured in my past reports called AUEX, and these companies had quite a good success of finding gold in Nevada. Frontier Gold was ultimately taken over, as I mentioned, and that's why this is a very strong team. and that's why I follow the company. Their stock symbol is PLG. I'd suggest you do some homework on that company. As I mentioned, this team knows how to find gold. After being taken over in their company in Nevada, they moved their efforts over to Turkey, I'd do some homework on that company. They've got a lot of potential there, and again, to find companies that they go out there and find gold. It's not that easy to find those kind of companies, and I think I may have given you a wrong quote there. I mentioned that they were in Turkey, and I don't believe I'm correct there. I actually think this company is in Greece, or not Greece. Let me get this correct here. Their project is, sorry, it is in Turkey. The project that they got taken over was the Long Canyon, Northumberland, and Sandman gold deposits in Nevada. So again, very strong team, knows how to find gold, and check them out, Pilot Gold. Before closing, yesterday I mentioned that gold had moved up quite nicely. So had silver and copper. Those are two other metals that I follow. I'm very encouraged. I've been talking a lot lately about gold. I'm equally as bullish on silver. I think sometimes that silver has better fundamentals on the supply and demand side than gold, and silver tends to outperform gold in the up moves. Now, I believe that gold has bottomed out, and it's now in a much more bullish trend of higher highs and higher lows. And what I'm encouraged about is today, even though it's pulled back, and I think that you can learn a lot about a bullish trend on the pullback days as you can on the rally days. And yesterday it rallied by about $40-some, which was one of the best moves that it's had in a number of months. But what encourages me today it's only given back about $4 of that gain. So that's a very encouraging sign. I'm seeing higher highs and higher lows. That's a nice trend that I think takes gold a lot higher. And I believe that silver is going to come along for the ride and do very well as well. So that's the show for today. I hope you check us out on a regular basis at Agoracom.com. Thank you very much for watching the Agoracom Small Cap TV today. You can watch the show. I try to do it about an hour into the market trading just so I can see what's happening in the opening. Before making any investment decisions, it's important for you to speak to your financial advisor and do your homework on these companies. Thank you very much and have a great day.